It's the truth, man, the future, you know.
Man, I done took so many chances just to get here. Music's the only thing that's keeping me from the other side of that fence.
So what, you trying to be a rapper now?
So what I was thinking was, take a little bit of his lifestyle and get a rap game something authentic.
We was booking one-ways, Houston and LAX, no luggage.
We never disclosed that information anywhere. The only way he would have known about that was if he was there.
May you take this time and reflect on the decisions that you make.
I got a little issue. I need you to get this done.
Now, the only thing you gotta do now is work on your rap name. What if we called you C.O. Popo?
Hey, why you mad, Rick Ross? Ha! You got Rick Ross mad at Remy. So Remy Ma can't make her little Tubi movie, nigga. Talking about some Remy Network. Boy, you don't get out here with your Tubi movie, boy. And they got Brick Baby in that joint. But you got Rick Ross sending out a cease and desist letter at Remy Ma, upset over this movie Remy Ma got coming out called The Biggest Boss, right? Damn. The movie y'all seen is about a correctional officer turned rapper, right? Sounds real familiar. Y'all remember when Rick Ross came out on the Every Day I'm Hustling? Boy, he talking like, boy, he moving bricks. He talking like he's this big time kingpin nigga out Miami, and you know it was easy for us to believe that, being that, you know, Miami had that aura with it, right? Scarface, the movie Scarface was in Miami, you know, niggas out Miami was known for, you know, moving big work and all that. So people believed Rick Ross, right? He ended up getting exposed by his baby mama, Tia Kemp. You know, Tia Kemp's been a thorn in Rick Ross' side for a long time now, right? Y'all remember when Rick Ross got into it with 50 Cent. The nigga 50 took Tia Kemp shopping or whatever. Tia exposed him for being a CO. The picture came out or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? Now, to be fair, that whole situation really didn't stop Rick Ross' motion, right? Rick Ross just kept on pushing like it never happened, right? Then you had the real Rick Ross getting out the real freeway. Ricky Ross basically got out and sued Rick Ross, right? Sued Rick Ross for taking his name and pretending he did what he did, right? The real Rick Ross was actually out there moving at work, was actually out there getting it. So I believe Rick Ross, I'm talking about, ended up changing his name to like Ricky Rose. Y'all remember that's when he started calling himself Ricky Rose. But we were so used to calling Rick Ross, we still calling him Rick Ross, right? But you had Remy putting out the trailer to this movie. This nigga Rick Ross is acting like he owns the right to a CEO turned rapper movie. Nigga, you don't own the rights to that. So let me get this straight. Nobody on earth is allowed to make a movie about a correctional officer who done turned into a rapper. You own this. There was a point where Rick Ross was capping about this whole situation. He'll get on interviews, they'll be asking him, he'll be capping. He was capping for a while, then he had no choice but to just come out and be like, you know, yeah, you know, Ricky Rose is a hustler, you know, you gotta find different avenues to, you know, boss it up, man. When a boss do what he do, that's what a boss be doing, man. Look, man, my socks cost 5,000, man. When you walking around drinking $1,000 water bottle, man, it be like that sometimes when you moving in the way bosses be moving and thinking about the things we be doing, man. That's all it was, man. Ricky Rose just had different avenues of getting the money and hustling out here. Y'all know how that nigga talk. He can spin it. Rick Ross deserves an Oscar for real. This nigga can act. I don't see why he ain't in more movies, right? And I know this nigga can sell a bitch some dreams. The way Rick Ross be talking, he be selling these bitches dreams. And you know damn well he only gonna be your man for 3 months, but he done sold you this dream. You think y'all about to ride into the sunset forever. You know what I'm saying? I give Rick Ross that. He can talk a good game. So Rick Ross was basically telling Remy Ma she can't put out this movie, which is ridiculous to me, right? Because you don't own that trademark. Now, you know, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm like, you got a chubby nigga in the movie. The nigga got a beard. The movie's called The Biggest Boss. I believe Rick Ross was talking about there's only one biggest boss. I'm the biggest boss. Nigga ain't sold not a 8 ball in his goddamn life. Running around here capping, boy, these rapper, boy, don't nobody cap more than these rappers now. Don't nobody cap more. When you get to diving into these rappers' real life, you'll find out a lot of shit they be talking about is all cap. Now, I don't believe anybody has ever dove into if Rick Ross even did anything. Like, that is what's crazy. It's one thing to be a nigga. Look, you was out there, you know, getting it. Y'all know niggas will cap. We cap about, you know, ourselves. You know, we might cap a little bit or boast ourselves up. You know what I'm saying? Nigga was moving 8 balls, but he telling everybody he's moving bricks or something. You know, but you know, you still in the drug game. You still, you know, it's still dangerous. You're still in the mix. But I don't even think that was the situation. It looks like Rick Ross ain't touched no work. Looks like the nigga, he was a pretend hustler. This nigga was a pretend hustler. That every day I'm hustling was so hard. It was niggas ain't care at that point. You can put that song on right now in the club. Niggas is still gonna sing along. They ain't gonna care. Rick Ross capped that whole song. You know what I'm saying? But talking about, I got them things flying across the Atlantic. Hey, Mo, Pablo. Hey, whoa. The real Noriega, he owe me 100 favors. Boy, you's a capper, nigga. Damn, when you really think about it, boy, he's talking that. Big man, boy. Nigga was in La La Land for real. Damn. How you on a track talking about you got them things flying across the Atlantic? Come to find out, you locking niggas in they cell. Damn. Yeah, I don't know how Rick Ross did it, but I gotta get a nigga credit. He ain't stop his motion at all. But now it seems like he's ashamed of the situation. Why you ashamed, my nigga? Stand on business. That's your life. That's your life. Why you mad? Why you mad? Remy Ma ain't say your name in this trailer. I ain't hear your name. This nigga got triggered just seeing a movie about a correctional officer who done turned into a rapper. He don't want no parts of that. I kind of do know why he don't. Because even though Remy Ma ain't say his name, even though, you know, Remy Ma ain't, you know, basically brought him into it, he knows, just like I know, anybody who watches that movie, the first nigga they're gonna think about is going to be Rick Ross. He knows that. And he probably thinks that niggas is gonna start thinking like, oh, that's what happened, you know, with him or whatever. Hey, man, look, if that's your story, stand on it, man. If that's your story, stand on it, man. Be like, man, whatever, that's my life. Hey, it is what it is, shit. You got some thoroughbred CO niggas, you know what I'm saying? You got niggas who COs and still be in the streets. You got niggas that see COs that still be in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Nigga, when I was locked up, there's a nigga right now, it was a Baltimore City nigga that was a CO nigga. That's my man. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was in there and me and him got, you know, tight in there. You know what I'm saying? Be more nigga girls all in this mouth. You know what I'm saying? Cuz was cool as shit, hood nigga. You know what I'm saying? Still be in the hood. You know what I'm saying? That's my man till this day. After I done got out, you know, we keep in touch or whatever, man. So, you know, hey, you ain't got to be ashamed of it. Now, the problem lays, where the problem lay is not that you was, you know, a CEO. The problem lays is that where the problem lays is that you was out here pretending to be this kingpin while being a CEO, right? Because if Rick Ross, say for example, was a CEO, but he was still out here trapping, hustling at the same time, and then turned into a rapper, that's still authentic, right? Like you was still doing what you was saying you was doing, but the problem is that, nigga, you wasn't out here selling shit. It was all a whole lie. It was all a whole lie, nigga. How the hell you got a song called Every Day I'm Hustling and you ain't even hustling every day? That is wild. That's one of the biggest cap we done seen, man. But look, he ain't the only rapper that's been exposed for, you know, not living what he said he living, right? You know, it be like that sometimes. We seen Jadakiss go viral after his father exposed him. You know, his father was basically like, look, Jadakiss was a good kid. He went to private school. He grew up in a 2-parent home. He was supposed to go to college. He was going to go to college, but he told me, look, man, let me do this music thing. I want to rap, you know. And his father was like, man, go ahead. I think he was on the Joe Budden joint. Nigga started. They was like, whoa. I think Jada was kind of embarrassed. Like, oh, whoa, Dad, I ain't know you was going to say all that. You know, then he started snitching on Sheik Luch and them too, right? Like, oh, nah, they went to private school too. Like, you know, hey. Now, Jada never claimed to be this big time gangster or whatever, you know, and they was still from the hood, I guess, you know, but Jadakiss wasn't, you know, a street nigga right now. Jada, you have rapped about moving bricks yourself too, my nigga, like, you know, but hey, I guess it be like that sometimes, right? Which is what happened to Rick Ross. Now he mad at Remy. Boy out here mad at a whole Tubi movie. You mad at a Tubi movie, nigga? Now, I ain't even know Remy Ma had a network. Who watches Remy Ma network? Rick Ross, you so slow. Your ass get mad and send Remy Ma a cease and desist letter, which went viral, which the blogs picked up, which now made it even bigger. Now more people gonna go see the movie, you dummy. Now we know about the movie. Wasn't nobody talk about no goddamn Remy Ma Tubi ass movie? I mean, ain't nobody knew Remy Ma had no goddamn dominating network. What they gonna be doing on this network? Cheating on their husband, their show. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be doing this network. When your man cheats, or when nobody knew about Remy Ma's movie, number one, and nobody know nothing about this movie, number one. Nobody know nothing about this Remy Ma network, number two. Now, because of you, everybody don't know about it, and everybody gonna go watch it. So you basically did big promoting for this movie by sending a cease and desist letter where all the blogs picked up on it, TMZ picked up on it, all these different, entities, entertainment joints done picked up on it. Now everybody know there's this movie called Biggest Balls that Rick Ross mad because it's about a CEO who done turned into a rapper, and the first name everybody gonna think of is Rick Ross. So now you done told on your own damn self. When in reality, I believe if Rick Ross, say for example, if Rick Ross didn't send Remy Ma this cease and desist letter, I don't believe nobody would have watched this movie like that. Nobody would have knew nothing about this movie. Rick Ross could have just kept it quiet, just not say nothing. This movie would have came and went without nobody even seeing it. It wouldn't even be a thing. But the fact that you're out here coming out there being upset about it, why would you even be upset about it though? This is what I want to know. If that's your life, that's your life. If you believe like a hit dog gonna holler, why are you howling? Why are you howling? This man's acting like you cannot make a movie about a rapper. About a correctional officer who done turned into a whole CO, because he's automatically gonna think you talking about him. He automatically gonna think, nigga, just because you're the rapper that was a CEO who turned into a rapper, don't mean you own the right to that storyline. You can't trademark a storyline, nigga. This nigga's trying to trademark a storyline. That's like 50 Cent saying you can't, no rapper can come out, nobody can come out with a movie about a nigga getting shot and turning into a rapper. He owns this. You're not allowed to make any movie about getting a nigga who got shot and then turned into a rapper later. My nigga, it don't work like that. It really don't. You don't own the right, Rick Ross. You played yourself. You played yourself, man. You should have thought about that before you came out there capping. You know what I'm saying? And this shows you people really don't care. Like, look, rappers can cap it, and look, it is what it is, right? Okay, they're gonna come out and be like, it didn't stop Rick Ross for starting MMG. It didn't stop Rick Ross from having rappers sign to him. It didn't stop these rappers from rocking with Rick Ross. And none of these rappers say, man, nah, Rick Ross, you ain't no real nigga, man. You out here capping, talking about you was out here moving all these bricks. You was a CEO, nigga. I go to jail a lot. I'm a street nigga, man. I ain't rocking with you, nigga. You a CEO, man. You police, man. Really, 50 Cent was really the only nigga that was really, getting at Rick Ross for that whole situation for real. Everybody looked past it, man. So I believe if Rick Ross would have just chilled out, and not bring this whole situation to the spotlight, I don't believe nobody would have seen Remy Ma's movie. That movie's a whole Tubi movie, nigga. Like, come on, man. Let's stop it. You told on yourself and you played yourself, Rick Ross. I'm out.